Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 wrong reasons for going natural. Yes, there are potentially wrong reasons for deciding to return back to our natural hair, and I'm sure you're very interested in knowing what these potential reasons could be, so without further ado, let's get into this video. In this day and age, with the current heights that the natural hair movement has reached, it's nearly impossible to end your day without seeing at least one curly head. And honestly, it's amazing. However, it's important that within all the thrill and the excitement, that you don't allow yourself to get solely caught up in the trend-like feel that society is giving this process. Because although it may appear to be a trend or trending at this time, going natural is not a trend. It's a process of truly loving and accepting who you are. And because of this, going natural is also a greater commitment and personal sacrifice than many realize, and unfortunately this has led to many failed attempts and damaged strands. So how can you prevent this from happening to you? One of the best ways is making sure you're not doing it for one or all of the 3 reasons that I'm about to explain right now. Number 1, you only want long hair. That's it. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a potentially good reason for initial interest, and there have been many naturals that have long hair now that did have the idea of wanting long hair be the reason they started this process. And honestly, this could have been one of their main reasons, but if you are considering going natural and length is your only goal, this usually isn't a good reason for trying to have long-term investment in the process. Why? Because as all of us who have achieved these longer lengths realize, it takes a lot longer than you think. Now, while there is information out there that could potentially help you maximize your growth rate and retain length, I even have a few videos like that on my channel. I have the link to some in the description box below. But while there is information like that out there, the fact of the matter is, when you realize what your growth rate is on a regular average daily basis when it comes to things like problems with detangling or moisturizing or shedding and breakage, you might become disappointed and you might even decide to quit. So what should you do if you have made achieving a long length the most important goal in your eyes? If you've already went natural, or even if you haven't, focus on learning, understanding, and enjoying your hair in all of its stages. And put the overall health of your hair first. Focus your research more on methods like better ways to moisturize or better ways to deep condition. These are things that are going to increase the overall health of your hair, which are going to help you retain length anyway. And plus, researching that way and using the information you find is much more beneficial for your long-term length goals because it helps you to develop good hair care habits. And trust me, even when it comes to length, it's way better for you to have a bunch of good habits than 1 or 2 quick fixes here or there that might get you an inch or 2, if that. The number 2 reason, you want or are wishing or hoping to have the curls of someone else. Now, if you have went through this, or if you are currently going through it right now, this is not anything to be ashamed of. Even I went through this when I was first thinking about going natural. I would literally spend hours on the computer looking at different YouTube videos at the different girls' hair, and then go on Instagram and look at different girls' hair, and I would envy their curl patterns. I would hope that when I finally cut off my ends, that was how my curls would look. But eventually, I had to realize that what I was doing wasn't just impractical, because of course, no 2 curly heads are going to look exactly alike. But it wasn't just impractical, but it was also destructive mentally to the process I was going to go through with my own natural hair. And why is this so destructive? Because when you become so fully invested in someone else's hair, it honestly prevents you from loving your own curls before you even get a chance to see them. And when you finally do see them and they don't match up to the curls you've been looking at, because again, no 2 curly heads are exactly alike, so they won't completely match up, you'll be disappointed and you might even be angry. Everyone's curl pattern is so unique, so different, so beautiful, that it's honestly unfair and unreasonable to yourself to try and hold your curls up to someone else's standard. So what should you do if you feel like this is the reason why you went natural, or the reason you're thinking of going natural? Learn to accept your own hair for what it is. Because at the end of the day, that's what going natural is all about. And honestly, natural hair is so versatile. You can make your curls looser, tighter, anything in between from day to day, so you can get the look that you're looking for. But always remember, regardless of how you decide to style your hair, regardless of what products you use, your hair type, your curl pattern is beautiful just the way it is. And the 3rd and final wrong reason for going natural, which I've actually been hearing a lot of lately, is because everyone else is doing it. Again, going natural is not a trend. It is a great commitment and great sacrifice. So while seeing everyone else doing it may be a plausible potential reason for showing initial interest to get you to start looking into it, it is not a good reason for long-term investment at all whatsoever. Why? Because anytime anyone does anything just because everyone else is doing it already signifies that they have no true personal investment in the action. And specifically in regards to natural hair, this means you likely know very little about it, and as soon as all of the hype in society around it dies down, unfortunately, so will your love for your curls. And just like before you make any big decision in life, you shouldn't just go off of someone else's word. You should do your own research first, because not only could you end up potentially doing irreversible damage to your hair just because you don't know what you're doing, but you also will miss out on reaping all of the emotional and aesthetic related benefits of just learning to love your natural hair. So what should you do if this is one of your reasons? Do research and find out everything you can about natural hair to make this decision for yourself. And if you already have went natural for this reason, again, look at videos, read blog articles, find out all the information you can about how to take care of your own hair so you can learn to love it regardless of what society thinks. And again, if you need some help getting started with this research, I'm going to have some links in the description box below to some of my more popular videos on moisturizing methods to help you get started on learning how to care for your hair. And if you're watching this and you haven't yet went natural and you want to learn some more about the process, I'm also have links to my big chop video and my transitioning video in the description box below as well. And that's all for this video, you guys. But before I go, I want you to leave me a comment in the comment box below on one of these three things. So 1, tell me if you think there are any other wrong reasons that I could have missed for going natural. 2, if you went natural for one of these wrong reasons and now you love your hair, tell me how you overcame it. Or 3, if you went natural for one of these wrong reasons or are thinking about doing it for one of these reasons and you just don't think you can get past it, you can comment below and I will see if I can help you, and other people can comment back to see if they can help you too. And that is the end of this video, you guys. So hit that like button if you liked it, hit it even if you didn't, leave one of those comments down in the comment box below, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.